let's check this out. Let's see if I am streaming. Let me get in my theme music over here, people. Welcome, welcome, bow betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke. It's your boy, Roberto, giving you all the best picks in cigars, in beer. Yeah, I'm going, we're going, we got it. We got it here. Welcome. Today, as you see, we're going to smoke something a little different. It's always a little different. There is always something different. Welcome, bow betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke. Let me wait a moment here and see if I do actually get someone to join in the stream. Today we are going to smoke the Underrated Cigar by Luciano. Luciano. I've heard good things about Luciano. This is a very unique blend, very similar to the cigar that I had the other day, the Dad's Bod or Dad's VHS tapes cigar. So yeah, is my music still going? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the music's still going, I think. Very similar to the cigar. Yeah, I love the theme music. Everything worked out today. Look at that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yes, the underrated cigar. Underrated. That's sort of like me. I like underrated on my picks, underrated in terms of the channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit up the likes, please. If you come in here, just hit up the like. I would appreciate it. Let's grow the channel. Let's get at least over to 500 at some point. Jesus. I've been doing this for what, three or 4 years, and I probably have one subscriber per video, if that. Like I have close to 300 videos, and I probably have 300 subscribers. So one subscriber per video is pretty bad, but it is what it is. We're here. We're going to discuss MMA, but we're primarily going to discuss this Luciano Underrated Cigar. And as always, I do not. Let me get myself into the stream here. Oh, welcome, bow betters. Yeah, I do not do any sort of pre-flavoring. I do not read up and get. It's very similar to what I do at my MMA picks. I don't watch any of the other cappers' content until like the day before, till I've already placed my bets and made my determination, the decisions, and that could be good and bad. And this one, I would probably like to tail some people because there's a lot of good dogs here. You know, Bruno is a Bruno Fiera is a dog. Rafael Dos Anjos is a dog. Dan Ige is a dog. Robert Whitaker at dog. Who is my other? Rafael Dos Anjos. Did I mention Rafael Dos Anjos as dog? Still, you know, despite Neil's takedown defense, is still one of my favorite dogs on the card. And then Max Holloway at dog, right? Like these are very, very tough decisions. But at the dog prices, especially if you were on Max Holloway at plus 260, even plus 280, he was as high as plus 280 about, I guess it's been like 3 weeks ago or close to a month ago. So really, really missed out. So hey, as I was mentioning before, when I see these cedar lined, this cedar here, I could use this cedar. So this is what I do when I let my cigars breathe. I take them out of the cello and I put them in this cedar here, right? I want to keep that cedar and I'm going to keep that there. So I use this, I could light a cigar with this. It doesn't have the fragrance that it should have. It's cracked. So I might actually use this at some point if I were, I don't know when I would light it with cedar. It doesn't, for me, it gives it a nice smoky character, but I prefer actually the butane lighters now. I think it's just a little cleaner. But if you really wanted to light this with cedar, if you had like just a regular Bic lighter and you bought a tubo, what I recommend is you use that Bic lighter. You could use the Bic lighter to light your cigar, but then I would take the tubo out, I would grab this cedar and then light it with the cedar in that case, especially if I were outdoors. So we don't need that here. This is, yes, the Underrated Cigar by Luciano. They're gonna have a cigar opening or a little event smoker at Norwood Park Royal Cigars on Friday, which I will not be able to get to if you're in Chicago and you go to Norwood Park Royal Cigars, you will get, and you buy a box of these, you'll get a free lighter, a cutter, and then can have Ron Harper of the Chicago Bulls, a couple of championships. I think he's probably like got 2 championships or 3. Ron Harper, I know he played for like the Dallas Mavericks for a while, and I forgot where he played in college, but he was a really prolific college player as well. Really good player, underrated player for sure. Just like my channel, the Bow Betters, welcome, Bow Betters, welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke, where we discuss fine cigars and we drink coffee. This coffee is brought to you from Aldi's Grocery. $6.99. It was not even $6.99 a pound. It was like $6.49 a pound of coffee. You can't beat it. Aldi, bringing you the best foods from Germany and the United States. I'm not sponsored by them, but I highly recommend going to Aldi, especially if you're a single man or a single person, or actually even a family. They're really good stuff. But Luciano, again, this is a very similar cigar that we had the other day. It's apparently, I believe, an Ecuadorian wrapper with some Nicaraguan binders. So, and I think I was told that the binders are normally used as a wrapper, the binders of this particular cigar. I don't know if they come from Esteli, Nicaragua, but that's a good thing. That means that this is a very premium smoke. I forget the price point on this. I think it was pretty pricey. I think this was like $13. Most of the cigars I bought were in that $13 range that I bought the other day. So not cheap, but its quality is supposed to be very, very, very good. I'm not familiar with Luciano, so I'm trying a new brand. I should have bought the punch cutter before, but I'm gonna do this cutter with this. You see that? See that? So we spin before we cut. Spin, 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 spin. Almost, you could almost spin the cap off. See how I'm spinning it? Spin, 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 and then cut. Oh, maybe got a little more than I wanted to, but no, I see it there. I see it there. That's a big cut. So we're gonna get a big draw on this sucker. That's a big cut. Almost a little off at an angle, but that's okay. But yeah, that's it's tough discussing it and trying to show it on camera. If you're able to just concentrate and just, spin, 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 cut, you're gonna get it pretty good. So, yeah. Very light. Man, it's nice letting the cigars breathe. Let them breathe. Take them out the cellos before you smoke them, guys. Take them out the cellos, put them in the humidor, put them in like a cedar wrap that I have, or even a tubo. Put it in a tubo with the tube open. It's a soft, subtle earth, not quite as pungent as the other Ecuadorian broadleaf that we had. I think this is going to be more refined, and it has more of that cedar quality. I think it's because it's been kept a couple days longer in the cedar that I wrapped it in a cedar tray, in the 2 smoke tray. Yeah, so that's the main note I get is a very nice soft earth with a little cedar, which is good. My technique of aging has been doing wonders, I think. Yeah, so just as we see all the way far from and you see it flaming, the torch is up. I got it. It's almost still too high of a flame, but that's why I keep it away. Ooh, really nice fragrance. The fragrance is delectable. It has a very soft hint. I could tell it has a nice sweetness to it. So a hint of chocolate already. And this is not a Maduro. This is just a natural broadleaf wrapper here. And again, I believe the binders are ligas that are from Esteli, like 2 Nicaraguan type binders. But yeah, look at how nice that's lighting up. And get the center going. Yeah, this cigar is already lit. It's already nice and toasty. Look at that. It burns really well. It's very compact in terms of its construction. And that it's burning by itself, that it's already started by itself, tells me that it's well rolled, extremely uniform, great fragrance. Man, the aroma on this thing, it's fabulous. Let's get the first taste over here. Mm. Oh, this cigar, again, no spice. It has a very pastoral quality to it. This one definitely can age a little bit. It still has that little green, that farm to mouth, farm to table quality. Fabulous aroma, strong earth tones, not as much nut. It doesn't have that nut note or characteristic. It has more of the floral fragrance, a very nice. On the nose, it's fabulous, and a slight more pastoral sort of green earthiness to it, and no spice, which is fantastic. Again, one of those cigars that right out the gate isn't going to have any spice. Is actually very, very favorable, very nice. Mm. Very, very well rolled, very compact. Gives an excellent draw. Mm. Yeah, more that pastoral green harvest, that farm. Like I said, farm to table like quality, and the finish has more wood. It's definitely more cedar, and I think this cigar would have been a good one to sit on a little longer. You could actually, this thing will age rather well. I think that pastoral quality might improve. I thought it might have a hint of chocolate, and it doesn't. Initially on the nose, I thought it might have that chocolate character, but it doesn't have that. But still an excellent cigar. Smoke break. Aloha, smoke break. Welcome. Aloha. Aloha. Beautiful day here in Chicago as well. Certainly not as nice in Hawaii. Smoke break. Man, if you guys don't go, if you guys like cigars, please go to Smoke Break's channel. He'll make you jealous. He will have you longing for a cigar and longing for the islands and longing for the best things in life. I said that last time. You missed it, Smoke Break. I was praising you and your lifestyle, the Aloha lifestyle. That's the lifestyle we all want to achieve. Aloha is not just Hawaiian. Aloha is almost like, I don't know what the word for enlightenment and nirvana is in Chinese and in Asia, but if you embrace the Aloha spirit, you embrace, I think, the spirit of all life and happiness. And I'm certain that you go look at Smoke Break's channel and you'll get a little bit of that vibe. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful content and great cigars. The guy smokes really, really good cigars. Anything that man's smoking is worthy of checking out. In fact, I bought the Pomodoro Connecticut Reserva. I think it's a 10-year Connecticut Reserva. Man, I think it was like $18, man. Based on his recommendation, I bought that cigar, and I was like, man, that is not a cheap cigar. But everything that he's smoking is pretty fabulous. But today we are on this Underrarted by Luciano. Not bad. I actually prefer the Dad's VHS tapes a little bit more. But we're just starting this, and this is a little different. This has more of a traditional flavor. It's a little heartier. The oils are starting to come out on it. That heat it's starting to open up a little bit more, both the heat from being in the sun and then also that you're smoking the cigar. So this cigar is going to change quite a bit and quite a bit more than the punch cigar, the last cigar that we had. So I anticipate this having different notes at each stage of the cigar, which a lot of them do, but some of them don't. Some of them will smoke the same throughout the whole cigar. I think this one can actually change. The pastoral quality, the farm-like quality to this cigar is fabulous. I love that. I mean, it really is a nice blend. Perfect with this coffee. Would have been really good with a very light sort of beer. You could like, you know, I could actually drink this like with a Pilsner and something that's not, or even one of the flavored ales that I drink. But with this coffee, it's perfect. It's a good balance. The coffee might actually overwhelm this cigar a little bit more. It actually I think needed something like a juice, something a little lighter than the coffee that I'm having to actually complement it. I think the coffee, yeah, the coffee's overwhelming the finish or a certain note on this cigar. Yeah, I love the pastoral, that farm, that green, and then it has a very strong wood finish, which I don't mind at all, because it's a good contrast, right? It goes from like basically a veggies to almost a meat, right? Like you get that nice broccoli, you get that Brussels sprout or asparagus, right, in the beginning, and then you take a bite out of steak next, and that's what it has really to it. It goes from being nice sort of green to that beef, with the wood being the beef, that wood note being the beef. Look at me developing my descriptions as I go, just providing some metaphors and similes while I'm here working on my rhetoric here, right? But excellent roll. Look at how fine the quality. Excellent, excellent quality. I mean, the cigars that we're getting nowadays, man, look at the quality on this. And we're outdoors, outdoors where there's like uneven wind. We got a lot of wind out here. It's beautiful, it's sunny, but it's rolled so well. I don't know who makes these Luciano cigars, but man, the quality is just fantastic. Yeah, it would be this is a good food cigar. Good food. They all could be good food. It depends on what your taste, but for me, this cigar could still, some of the flavors, it's still, it's a big 7, no, that's an Airbus. It's so weird looking at the planes when they're in the sky. Oddly, they look bigger when they're in the sky than when you're actually driving around them, because you're just so fixated on what you have to do with the plane that you don't even realize the size or how large they are anymore. But when you see them in the sky, that Airbus to me is like a teeny plane on the ground. It's small. Smaller than the 767 Dreamliners, the 757s, and smaller than the 777s. And I'm getting to the point where I even know the plane, like I already know the plane's, my panel, at least what I do with lavatory, which is a shitty job, but someone's got to do it. I even know the panel and the quality of the panel and the fucking valves and everything. I've gotten to the point where like, oh, it's this fucking plane with the shitty panel, or this one with the fucking leaking valves, or this one that the main fucking shitter fucking tube handle is no good. And mainly on those 767s, on those Airbuses, their panels are really well maintained, well made. I think they're better placed Also, I think it's better to place a panel on the port or aft side, on the side of the plane, as opposed to below the plane. I think you're getting the panels take a lot more pressure. This is just me stipulating from about little engineering I still have in physics. It's encountering more pressure on the takeoff as well as on the landing, right? Okay, there's an American Airbus. Looking good, looking good. The Airbus are A310s and A320s. Well-made planes, pretty well-made planes. Small, I mean, they're big, but smaller. You know, they're the sort of a medium size at this point for me. But I think that, yeah, the panel being on the underside of the plane created a lot more problems for it. And then you could actually see it, like when you go there, some of those 767s, 77s, you could see that the fluid's been hit on the underside and it's lost fluid because the valves are old and they leak. And the panels themselves, the buttons have issues with them, because I think that having something that, you know, they're well made, but they just are a little looser and tend to have a little bit more problems. It being, and I think that's caused by it being on the underside of the plane. Smoke break, yeah, you know, I do all my tasting sort of off the cuff. I mean, I was told that this is an Ecuadorian broadleaf binder because my humidor guy knows that I love broadleafs and I have a preference towards something a little bit more beefy of a cigar, a little meatier. So he looks at what I bought last time and the recommendations that he made last time, and I say, oh man, I really love that Stillwell Star. I love that other cigar that you gave me. You know, he looks at what I purchased previously, right when I walk in. Like he recollects, like, okay, you bought this and that, and then he'll recommend like another 5 cigars to me, and that's what I did this time. I was like, well, I like this one, I like this one, and I'd like to buy those, but I need cigars for content to smoke with you guys. So I think this is an Ecuadorian broadleaf wrapper with, as I mentioned before, it has 2, and I didn't delve deeply, and I could look right now. Let me look. Let's look right now. Luciano Underrated Cigar. Boom. Underrated. All right, Underrated is okay. It uses a batch of Nicaraguan medio tiempo in the filler that was pulled from fields early in 2020 and 21 due to excessive rainfall. These leaves were carefully fermented and aged for several years to achieve what many thought is impossible. The story of Underrated is about surprise, the unexpected pleasure of discovering something at least expected. So, but let me see, that's it. Okay, so it's got like I mentioned, those Nicaraguan medio tiempo fillers. Oh, what the hell? So where did it go? Bam, that's that. Underrated. All right, yeah, so the wrapper's a Mexican San Andreas. Yeah, these are, wow, no wonder I like it. I love the San Andreas fucking wrapper. So I was wrong. Yeah, I thought it was an Ecuadorian broadleaf. It's actually a Mexican broadleaf from San Andreas, which is even better. Hey, it's a Nicaraguan binder and a Nicaraguan filler, Nicaraguan, USA, and Ecuadorian. Interesting. Underrated is the first release of the year of the 2024, the approach creating an unexpected cigar with the Overlook. This cigar uses a Connecticut broadleaf and Ecuadorian filler leaves. Wow, see? Both of which used as wrappers instead of, which are used as wrappers in the fillers. So yeah, so it does have that Ecuadorian broadleaf and has a Connecticut broadleaf in the filler. And I think that Connecticut is what gives it that nice earthiness, like that farm to table, both those wrappers. Man, so this is this is like a wrapper poodle. Like it's a wrapper with using a binder that's a wrapper and a filler that's a wrapper. So it's got that fullness flavor. So it has, as well as a Nicaragua medio de tiempo from Pueblo Nuevo, a lesser used region of the country, right, of Nicaragua. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Pueblo Nuevo. I've never been there. I've been to Nicaragua. Luxury cigar, yeah. So there you go, man. Friggin' broadleaf, friggin' spectacular here is what it is. So if you like your broadleaves, if you like that San Andreas, which I love the San Andreas leaf, that's why it has that richness to it. Like I said, it has a beefy character to it. And now I could taste that Connecticut. I think it's the Connecticut that gives it that nice, mild cedar quality to it. That's what gives it that nice, light, that wood to it. So there you go, man. There you go. I think this is a great, like I mentioned, a great cigar to age. Let me go and get more coffee. Great cigar to age. I think it's a cigar that you can sit on. Might be a box-worthy one because I love the San Andreas wrapper. I think the San Andreas wrapper is one of the better. And I mean, in fact, if we look at my humidor, a lot of the wrappers and the cigars that I'm aging are from San Andreas, are broadleaf. A lot of them are. You know, a lot of them are. We're gonna switch to alcohol. Yeah, a lot of them are broadleafs, and I choose those because I think they're going to age well. Right, I think they're going to age well. Let me go and see if I could get my dog out, bring the dogs out, give him a chance to come on out and get a little fresh air with me. Welcome, Boutbetters. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I think you guys can still hear me. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke, where we discuss fine cigars, mixed martial art, and beer. Normally beer. Normally beer. Normally beer, guys. We normally talk about beer. Welcome, welcome. Ice going. Nice. Welcome. Yeah, what a cigar. Very interesting. Very interesting. I might have to go and see if I can take advantage of that box deal that they got right over there at Norwood Park Royal Cigar and see if he could give me the lighter and whatever else as a deal. I'm going to call them later on and see if I could buy it and then still get the deal even though it's not the day of the event, and see if I can't get the special, right? Switch the juice. The secret juice, guys. Jerky notes. No jerky notes. Interesting that you mentioned jerky. I'm not a big fan of jerky or sort of that that kind of meat, right? I'm more. I search for more of more farm. I search more for plantain, banana, and nuts, right? I'm not a very strong fan of something that has a little more of that smoky, sweet character. And if it is, it's not on the spicy side or the peppery side. It's going to be more on the like the last cigar that I had, that Dad's VHS tape, had a very slight milk chocolate, like a light chocolate characteristic to it, and that's more the note that I look for. If it had the jerky, I'm not a big fan of stuff or a cigar that has that more of a smoky characteristic to it, or even the pepper characteristic to it. Even if it's of a sweet jerky, is not something that I'm a big fan of, right? But no, it doesn't have any of that. It's like I mentioned, It's a very strong pastoral character to it, with a very strong cedar or wood characteristic, and I think that's the San Andreas jungle, Ecuadorian jungle, and that USA is the finish. That Connecticut is more, you could taste it more on the finish, where you taste the first two, the Nicaraguan and the Mexican broadleaf on the start, and that gives it that nice farm pastoral green character to it. Yeah, with a very strong wood finish. Well, that's a big British Airways. That's a big plane. I don't deal with that one. That's a 777. I deal with the plane as a United one, but not that particular plane right there. So yeah, but thank you, man. I love having somebody smoke break in the chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate having somebody in the chat just to discuss like these cigars. I rarely have anyone participate, man. So it's nice to bounce off ideas. And I'm gonna search for that note. And smoke break, I like I mentioned, I picked up and I will be smoking that Pomodoro Connecticut that you recommended, and you had a little short on it. And I hate you recommending it because it's expensive. Like it's like a $19 cigar, like it's the Reserva. But I have that in the smoke tray. I have it in, like I mentioned, I don't know if you do this, but I open up the cellos a few days, if not even a week or two before I smoke it. I open the cello and I put it in this cedar liner here, and put it in the open humidor in the frigidor that I got. I have a old fridge that I made into a humidor, and I let it just breathe, and it just does wonders to your cigars. Like just to take them out of the cello. I used to be an out of the cello aging person. Now I leave them in the cello, and what I do is before I smoke them, a few days before I smoke them, I take them out of the cello. So I age them in the cellos for the most part, and I think this is a cigar to age. I think this is like I mentioned, a must-buy to sit on a box to see. I think if it'll develop more of a nice sweeter note to it, and it'll have that full broadleaf character with the mellowness. It's already mellow. Like it's ready to smoke. Like it already, this might be the best it could turn out to be, but I think it could still sort of marry a little bit more. All the flavors could actually become more enhanced. But maybe not. Yeah, very strong pastoral. I love that. I love that jungle. But what changes, I think, is that Connecticut makes it a little mild in terms of on the nose. The fragrance is so mellow and delightful. Like the on the nose. I love cigars, and I love even the cigar smell. And this one, it doesn't have that pungent, strong, like somebody would be like, oh, that's that nasty cigar. This one has a very soft fragrance. It's more of a nice aroma that I find very pleasant and I enjoy. And again, I think it's that Connecticut blend. That Connecticut, I don't think I've smoked a cigar that has the blend like this. I don't think I've ever smoked a cigar that had a Connecticut, is it a binder or a Connecticut filler? What do they use as the binder and filler? Let's look at this thing again. I think it's a filler, right? Let's look at this. Well, let me look at this. Yeah, it uses the Connecticut broadleaf and Ecuadorian HVA as a filler. So I don't think that I've ever in my life, that's why I find the cigar very somewhat unique. And it has a very unique like flavor. I don't think I've ever had a cigar with the Connecticut shade was used as a filler. Like that's an expensive, that's why this thing was like close to 20 bucks. This thing was like $18 or something like that. Another close to $20 cigar. You got to expect a higher price point when you're basically, it's ultra premium. It's using a San Andreas wrapper, which is already a premium wrapper, and then you're taking two other leaves that should be wrappers and you're using them as a filler? I mean, come on. That's crazy. Where they saved money is probably on the binder of that Nicaraguan binder from the area that isn't like as famous, but very unique blend. Yeah, it's ready to smoke now. I don't know if this thing could get any better. I think sitting on it's not going to be horrible. You know, but a box, 180 bucks. It's a little more, you know, money than I need, you know, maybe if I win at my Rafael Dos Anjos bet, or if I go with Bruno Fiera. No, I'm not going to go with Bruno Fiera. I think my best, Rafael, yeah, one thing I didn't like is that Rafael Dos Anjos, I don't know where Jeff Neal is. I think he's from Texas, and they're both in Texas actually, but who gets to Abu Dhabi first, and why aren't they there already? Like like when they showed the first embedded, and Dos Anjos was still in Texas, Dan Ige was still in Vegas, right? Like so it was like less than a week ago. That was like probably over the weekend. They were still at home, whereas like guys like Max Holloway was already in Dubai. Ilya Topuria and Rasic and a lot of these guys are coming from Europe. And Europe is only like, to Abu Dhabi is only like 5 hours. Where I think the flight from the US, especially the West Coast to Abu Dhabi, that's gotta be like a 12-hour flight. You're gonna have some jet lag. And that's why it was smart for, especially fucking Holloway. Holloway is already there. Like Holloway was smart. Holloway's taking this shit serious, man. If he's already, you know, I like Holloway as a dog, but man, you know what scares me about Topuria is his speed. Just watching the way he hits the mitts, and I know it's just hitting the mitts, and that doesn't really get, but man, the way he hits the mitts, I've never seen anybody. He's better than O'Malley. I mean, he's just so quick. His transition from fist to elbow, boom, boom, boom. He does that fist elbow hit. It's lightning fast. I've never seen anybody hit the mitts that well in any sport. Maybe in boxing, like dare I compare him to like a Sugar Ray Leonard, like has that Sugar Ray Leonard kind of speed, man. You know, his speed, his hand speed is ridiculous, and his jiu-jitsu and wrestling is excellent. But I think he wants to stand and bang. I think it would be really cool if they came out, if Topuria comes and goes to the center of the octagon, points at the center of the octagon at the beginning of the fight. That's why he wants to do that. He's like saying, oh, it's gonna be a quick fight, tense, you know, fastest knockout ever, fastest fight ever. If Topuria does that and knocks out Max Holloway, it would be legendary. Or same if Holloway knocks out Topuria, if he goes right in the beginning of the fight, points at the center, let's meet in the fucking center of that would just be epic, man. It would be epic. All right, man. Hey, Smoke Break. Appreciate you coming in. You know, go do what you got to do, brother. Don't worry about it. Love having you in. God bless you. Love having you as a fan. Love your content. Keep pushing everything out. You know, pleasure just you coming in. You go and do your thing, man. I wish I was in Hawaii right now, surfing, hanging out at the beach with you. You know, got to do a little bit more work. But yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man. Anybody that comes in, any of my subscribers, you know, go hit up if you're a smoker, you gotta hit up Smoke Breaks channel. The guy, great content, great order, great speaker, lovely voice, lovely man. I don't know if he's married. He probably's got a few wives someplace. I think he's got a bunch of kids. He's a good-looking guy, and I could tell he's a nice man. I think he's got a big family over there in Hawaii, and he definitely has that aloha spirit that I wish I embodied as well, and I'd like to think that I do embody that aloha spirit. So, you know, shaka, shaka, shaka to you too, brother. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know the rules. Smoke Break knows the rules. Yeah, very hearty. Look at that. Look at that roll. Look at that. That is fabulous. Fabulously rolled. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call the Norwood Royal Cigars and see if they'd honor the special, the box special. I think this is a box-worthy cigar. Mm. That jungle, man, love it. Love fucking that San Andreas. I'm just partial to the San Andreas wrapper. I want to go to San Andreas. I've never been there. That's one of my next trips, even though I normally do cigar trips. I mean, surf trips. I'm going to do a cigar trip, and I'm going to go to the San Andreas Valley over there in the Yucatan Peninsula. Which I think is more than just the home of cigars. I think the land, in my opinion, and I'm not a geographer, very good geographer, but the land bridge that connected Central and South America might have been, there could have been a connection for the natives to cross from Yucatan, from that area to North America. I don't have any evidence of that. I'd have to do some archaeology. Maybe back in my day, that would have been a mission. When I was younger, I should have. If I had an inclination like that, I would go. Just like now, if I met an archaeologist, I'm like, hey, and in fact, when I go to San Andreas, I'm gonna connect with an archaeologist and find out if there's a connection between Mesopotamia, Mexico, or that area of Mexico, central Mexico or south central Mexico, and Native Americans here, the first peoples in North America. I'm an anthropologist, so I have an interest in this stuff, and I'm not really. That's where like I failed, and I should have kept with it. Where to join the archaeological or the physical anthropology side with the cultural side. And that's why I still love, like, if you come here to Chicago, you have to go to the Field Museum, because it bridges that gap. You understand and you learn that part of the physical archaeology of finding coins, of finding pottery, of finding cloths, bottles, or anything cultural from that age, from 1,000 years ago, lets you know and helps you understand what parts of the culture were existent then as well as now, right? And I think this, like, I remember, that guy. I'm not going to talk about another cigar person before, who was like, and I was in his chat, and he didn't like the history lesson. He was like, and other people have mentioned, like, when I talk about history, they're like, I just want to enjoy the cigar. I don't want to, talk the history of America and what tobacco is like. But I disagree. I think if you're an appreciator of the smoke, wow, fabulous. This is not underrated. This is highly rated. The pastoral quality is evening out. It's not as green, and now it's rich. Has a beautiful, rich jungle characteristic, soft oil, and the finish. Like I mentioned, the finish with that Connecticut, and the nose is just fabulous. This is a 9.5, guys. This might even be a 10. Like, it's ready to smoke. I don't know if it's worth aging. It's just ready to smoke now. It's a must buy. This is a must buy, just like the Stillwells. But this one, I think for more your traditional cigar smoker, this is a winner. It has that Cuban characteristic to it. Look at that, the roll. Look how uniform that is. Outdoors, we're in the wind. We're outdoors, and it's burning so evenly, so uniformly. Tribute to the wrap, the cigar roller, and quality control. Like, whoever, like, I wasn't familiar with the Luciano, but this is a very, very high quality cigar. Like, very high quality. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call the cigar shop and see if they honor the. And I'll ask them the price on the box too. I think the price is gonna be up there, man. Fucking $200+. Dare I? I'm crazy. Whoa! Oh, that's the Japanese AVA. Yeah, I service that plane. That big four banger thing is huge. It actually parks in a United terminal instead of Terminal 5. The AVA, Japanese. They also have the Pikachu plane, I think. They have the Pikachu plane. That thing is a big monster. That thing in the air, it's big on that one's big on the ground and big in the air. And we have to, basically when I get on that one, and what I love the Japanese plane and Lufthansa planes, the ports and the panels, everything on those planes is clean, operates perfectly. American shit, man, as in United stuff and our planes, I don't know why those planes are and it shouldn't be that way. But it is. It definitely shows that like on a cultural level of engineering as well as service, the difference between how our planes are maintained and European and Japanese planes are maintained. They're better. All their planes are cleaner. Their panels open and function better. They're cleaner. Everything is clean. Even the fucking shitter, which I work on, is clean. It doesn't have as much fucking crap on it. And everything's easier to connect, and everything works, and it doesn't leak. It's just better, on the Japanese and the German plane, the Lufthansa planes, as well as the Japanese airlines, as well as the AVA. AVA was I forgot what the AVA is. It's like a happy. I forget what they're called, but those are big 777s, 767s, and you have to go high up on there. Like the panel's underneath, and even though it's underneath, it's still just better. Maybe it's just because of the age, like our American 767s, 757s, 777s are older. Those are like older Boeing planes. I think they're Boeings. The panels on the fucking, and the shitter on the fucking 767s and 757s, garbage, man. Hate fucking servicing those planes. Hate servicing those planes. Panel buttons suck. The valves suck. Nothing seals properly on it, so when you put the coupler on there, it fucking doesn't seal very good. Complete garbage. Yeah, there's a 175 or 170. I think that's a 170. Or no, that's an American Airbus. No, is it an American Airbus? I don't know which American plane that is. It might be a 737. That's the American 737. Yeah, that's what it is. A little different than the United 737s. United 737s have this other taco wing that I've talked about before. We call it a chip. I'm sorry, chip. Like Airbus is like this, has a little wing tip like this, and the taco 737 has a tip like this, right? So it's very different in the wing tip. If you want a cigar that like, if you think like it's a Cuban cigar, if you want to fool somebody, this is one of those cigars that you could take the wrapper off and you could say it's a Cuban cigar and people are going to be fooled and think this is a Cuban cigar because it burns very similar, has a very similar placation and color in the ash as a lot of Cuban cigars. Incredible placation. Great. Again, the roller of this cigar, 5 stars. And this is 9.5. This is gonna be. Oh, I hate that plane too. That's another Japanese. That's a Japanese plane. Another 4-banger. I've yet to service that one. That one comes into our one of our gates too. Comes into one of our areas. Oh. Oh. Right now, we're halfway through. The finish, guys, has changed. That pastoral richness has now overcome the wood. So that wood characteristic is gone. Now it has that beef. Beef to beef. Like a nice pastoralness, and then the richness of that jungle, and the oil is there now in the middle. Oh my God. Oh, the finish now. The finish is so fucking good. It really has a very unique oil pastoral quality finish that is so strong, or pronounced, I should say. Not strong, but pronounced. And I love it. I love, love, love this cigar. This cigar now is a 9.7. 9.7, guys. I think maybe by the end it might be in the 10 club. Easily 9 club. Easily 9 club. Another cigar that I didn't have any expectations from it because I didn't know anything about it. And again, another fabulous recommendation from my guy, the guy in the humidor at Norwood Royal Cigars, Norwood Park Royal Cigars on Northwest Highway in Chicago. If you come to Chicago and you're a cigar smoker, you have to go to that humidor and take their recommendations. Like, take the guy's recommendations, let him know what you normally smoke, what you like, and he's gonna find something for you to smoke. Man, I really like this cigar. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because I really shouldn't buy a box of these. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't, but I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's box worthy. And sit on them, smoke them, whatever. Enjoy it, smoke it, love it. Like Don V says, smoke it, love it. Look at the fucking construction on this thing. I'm amazed how well in uniform this is burning. And I'm out here outdoors, and it's a windy day here in Chicago. You can't really tell, but there's a lot of wind going on, and this thing is burning perfectly. Oh my God. The after flavors, I love that I still get notes. I could I'm licking my own tongue and getting that great pastoral green vegetable. And it isn't sweet, so it doesn't have that little hint of plantain. I'm trying to figure out what it is. And it doesn't line the upper palate very much. It's very much on the tongue, so it's not very oily. Oh, I love it. I love it. And there's still butterflies around for the aloha. Bless everybody. Man, I'm trying to figure out or compare it to what vegetable the pastoral quality, the green quality has. Oh, the bees come out. There's a fucking hornet. Yeah, I don't know how to describe the vegetable quality it has, the green farm quality it has. I don't know. I don't want to say broccoli or asparagus or Brussels sprout. I might be smoking it too fast because there's a little fissure there now in the wrapper, which I don't like, but it's still going to smoke through. Oh my God, the finish is just fabulous. That wood is back. The blend is excellent. 9.7 guys. This is really the farm to smoke quality of this is insane. Like it's ready to smoke now. Like you don't even have to age this thing. It's like I don't know. I think this could be the best it's going to be. So maybe I don't buy a full box. I don't know. I mean, or I do, but then I won't want to pick at it. You know, like every time I pick at it, it's like $20. Tough decisions, guys. Tough decisions. But this underrated is a must buy. This is one of my top 5 cigars that I've smoked in the past couple years. It's up there with my Plasencia Cosecha 149. It's up there with the Dorado. It's up there. Yeah, even 10 cigars is going to be fucking $180. And I think it comes in a box of 20. So we're talking like $300 for the box. Oh my God. I don't know if I can't afford that. I'm going to ask what the box price is, but, or I'll just buy just a bunch of singles and hold them. But man, this thing is so good. Yeah, we're gonna have to call them. My God, that pastoral quality. Not a ton of oil, and I think that prevents it from being in the 10 club in a way. But again, if you see these fissures, just do not fuck with them. You see these breaks, don't lip it, just let it be. Let the cigar do what it needs to do. Don't mess with it. The finish on the cigar is outrageous. Like that pastoral character, that farm character, and it's not earth, it's jungle, is so pronounced at the finish now. Like we're at the final, almost not the final third, but we're past the half mark. And yeah, see, it's cracking there. Leave it. Do not fuck with it. Let it be. We're gonna smoke through that. It's gonna be no problem. I think I'm smoking it too fast. No pepper. All flavor, flavor, flavor. Impactful, strong, or like pronounced flavor. Like if you like Cuban cigars, this is like a New World cigar that smokes a lot like a Cuban, if not better than a lot of Cubans. Like you can smoke as many Cuban cigars as you want. I think this might be better than most Cuban blends. This blend of this cigar is insanely good and insanely constructed. Even though it has that thing, I think that's my fault. I think I'm smoking it too fast. That fissure and those cracks are my fault. There it is. There it is. Now it's getting that little sweet hue. That little soft sweetness to it. Yeah, I don't know which veggie it is. I'm not gonna say corn, but it has that quality, like that, if you take a kernel of corn and you, not as sweet as corn, really not that sweet, but a hint of it. Oh my God. The finish, guys, I cannot say is enough. But see how we're smoking through that little fisher? No problem, guys. Do not fuck with it. Oh. Incredible. Dare I put this in the 10 club? I think I'm going to put it in the 10 club, guys. I don't care about that fisher. I don't care about that break. I'm putting this in the 10 club. Even with that problem or whatever there, it's going to smoke through it. And again, that's because I'm smoking it so quickly and we're outdoors. We're outdoors and look at how nice and uniform it's burning. Look at that shit. It's holding form. Insane. Insane. The finish, guys, the finish. And we're going through that fisher. It's good. The finish is just fabulous, guys. This is a cigar connoisseur cigar. This is if you like Cubans, if you like complexity, but the only fault is the oil, and it's still, even without the oil, I'm gonna give it 10. It's in the 10 club. If it had a latheriness on the upper palate of oil, it'd be an 11. The cigar is ready to smoke now. Must buy. Don't need to age this thing at all. Like once I'm done with the stream, I'm calling up my tobacconist and hopefully can still get the special that they're offering, or if not, I'll still buy some of the Lucy's. Oh my God. Such a good cigar, guys. Such a good cigar. 10 Club. Underrated by Luciano. Another cigar that I thought was a little bit more of a novelty, because they were, using Ron Harper to push it or whatever. Man, maybe, but if Ron Harper is involved in it, that's a smart move right there. And that's the way you do it. Don't put your name on the cigar. Work with, the cigar manufacturer and just invest in it. And don't put your name on it. Don't put your face on it like Coach Cinco did. And just fucking, invest in it, support it, and go from there. To put your face on the cigar, because the moment you do that, it turns into a novelty, and it could turn people off, and then people view it differently, even just from. And I've actually not had the Ocho Cinco cigar, so I'm not going to diss it. But a lot of times when you do that, you're not going to get. I don't know if you're not going to get the best shit. I know from this Underrated, you're getting some good ass shit, man. This is a good ass cigar. Good ass cigar. What a way to start the day. Look at that. I set it down and look at it's still holding its form. And it's not burning hot. I can't even take the band off because it's still not hot. I have to wait. Oh. Final third, guys. Mellow. It's so soft now. I'm amazed. I'm amazed how like soft it is at this point. Like it had that very pungent pastoral character to it, and now it's just soft. Yeah, I can't get to the band yet. And the finish on the cigar, before it was the initial note that was pronounced. Now it's the finish throughout the second half. Another 767 American. Underrated, guys. Underrated is not underrated. Highly rated. To the contrary. Should I call the Norwood Park Royal Cigars right now just so that live so that we get an impression? We'll find out how much it costs and if they will honor. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give them a call. Let me see here. Let's see here, guys. Norwood Park Royal Cigars in Chicago. No, not Pornhub. Yeah, Norwood Royal Cigars. Let's see here. Let's give them a call. Give them a call, okay, folks? Hello, I'm smoking the Underrarted cigar from Luciano right now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm wondering what the box price on this is, and I know you're having an event on Friday, but unfortunately I'm not able to go to the event. If I purchased a box in advance, say tomorrow, would I still be able to get the lighter and cutter? And I wanted to know the box price on it.
Okay, so what size is that you're looking for, brother?
I think it's the Toro.
Toro size? Okay. So for the specials that we have on Friday, so what I can do, you can buy it, for example, like now or tomorrow, whenever you want to come in, or I can have all the specials that we have for that day. I can give it to you, and you can have him, like he can sign the box for you as well.
Sure, I could pick it up later. I just wanted to know the price on it. And
$222.97.
$222.97. Man, okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So if I come in tomorrow, I could pick it up later, right? You could charge me for it, and then I could pick it up later if necessary,
Yeah,
right?
I can even charge you right now if you want it over the phone. If you just don't want to come just for that,
Yeah.
I can do that also.
Okay.
Either way, I'm just giving you some advice on that.
Yeah. Oh, not a problem. I probably will do it tomorrow. I don't want to do it right now on the phone, but I appreciate that.
I'll see you then.
Fabulous cigar, by the way. Fabulous.
Yeah, it is. It's a great price point too. I'll be honest.
You think so? So what does that break? Is it a box of 20 or a box of?
Yeah, it's a box of 20. So the individual is $9.84. But right now we have a big promotion going on. That's why you're not getting any discounts because you're gonna get like a lighters, cutters, or whatever they are offering that day. Usually, if we don't have any kind of promotion like this, you get 20% off.
Yeah, no, that's it's
$222.97 minus 20% off.
And Don V, do you? I mean, it smokes so good now. Do you think it's worth holding on to, or I mean, it smokes so well right now.
I would say probably another 6 months of aging, it will be much better.
Oh, that's hard to believe. I think this is like almost a 10. Such a great cigar. All right, thank you.
I agree. Like I smoked so many different ones. So like this is what I felt it. But like again, everybody has a different taste, right?
Yes, yes. Okay, I appreciate
All right.
that. Thank you so much. I'll probably give you a call, if not, come by the shop tomorrow, and just give you a payment. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.
There you go, guys. $2.20 a box. A 20. Not bad for $10. It's a steal. It's a steal, guys. Yeah, the bands on there are a little too strong. Fuck. I'm not gonna be able to save it. God damn it. Yeah, the bands on there are really, really good. Slide it down. It wants to go up. Don't fight it. Don't fight the band. Don't fight it. Let it do its thing, and now it's unraveling because I fucking squeezed it. That's me. That's my fault. 220. Wow. And he'll honor it. Do you hear that? That's love. That's love. You know. That's what you got to do with your. That's why it's important to have a relationship with your tobacconist. $220. You know why I'm about better? You know why I'm about better? It's because I'm gonna buy that shit. Even though I don't make a lot of money, even though I'm not a wealthy man, I'm gonna buy that shit. I'm gonna spend that fucking $220. I don't know how I'm gonna get this band off here. I don't want to use anything sharp. And it's already becoming unpeeled in another area of it. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna need, I don't have my little tweezers. Give me a moment, I gotta get something to try to get this band off. Yeah, man, that cigar is good. What am I going to use to get the band off? Shit. Oh, a little razor. That's what we use. We're going to use a little razor cut. And be very delicate with it. We'll be very delicate. I should have did that earlier. I didn't know the band was going to be on there so good. They used some good glue on it. Again, great quality. And this cigar, and he says in 6 months it'll be even better. I trust my guy. I'm going to use this little poker. Yes, I'm going to use this. My little graphing tool from Husky. I'll show it to you in a moment here. We're going to use this to take it off. This tool right here, guys, is what we're going to use to take this off. Yeah, there it goes. It broke the just to break the paper. Yeah, there it goes. Boop. The wrapper is a little delicate. Yeah, we got it. It's coming undone, but don't worry about that. That's a lot of me. That was me. That Fisher, all this was me trying to get it when I squeezed it to try to get the wrapper off. Ugh, $220. Holy fucking shit. How am I going to buy my Rolex watch, the next Rolex watch, when I'm fucking spending $200 in cigars? And I think I get 3 bonus cigars too. I get the 3 bonus. What's the special? 3 bonus. I think you get 3 bonus cigars. Norwood World Cigars, guys. Let's see here. Go look them up on Facebook. Yeah, 5-time NBA champ Ron Harper's gonna sign it. Box purchase, get 3 free cigars, lighter, and a cutter. Plus, he'll sign the box for you. So you get 23 cigars for $220. That's full with tax and everything. So is that like, what does it come to? He mentioned it was like, he already knew the price. Yeah, so like we're at $9.50 a cigar, like $10 a cigar. That's not bad at all. Now all that flavor is on the finish. And that's to be expected. We're at the end of the cigar. We're in the final third or nub almost. And not quite nub, but we're on the final third. Oh my God. Must buy, guys. Now heavy oils on the finish, which is to be expected. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. Definitely going to do it. Wow. You guys heard it here. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming a lot undone, and I think it's because I smoked it a lot very fast. Maybe I should have. We're gonna have to check out my humidification. I think a lot of it has to do with me squeezing it, trying to get the wrapper, and then I smoked this thing really fast. But I still give it a 10. I still give it a 10 despite all this happening. All this is my fault. Like, it's not on the quality of the wrapper or the cigar. This was my fault trying to get the wrapper off. I squeezed it a little bit. It might have needed a little more humidification. I'm right now, my humidor is at like 69%. even in the tasting area, it might have needed a little more of it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna get some more humidification as well. Some more Bovita packs to put out there. Fabulous. I'll get myself another cheap beer here. Ooh. Welcome, Bow Betters. If you made it this far, you are a Bow Better. There's nobody in the chat, nobody discussing any MMA. So we're not going to discuss MMA. Well, we might tomorrow, might, you know, discuss it. Yeah, we might discuss it. We might discuss it. We might do it. 220, shit. $10 a cigar. That's not bad for what this cigar is. I think I might do it. Oh, fuck. I'm crazy. I am nuts. I got no money. And I'm fucking buying $200 worth of cigars. My girlfriend's birthday's coming up. What am I doing? But this is one of those cigars you have to buy a box of. I have to have it. Even though I'm a poor man, I have to have it. If I were a poor man, which I am, I'm a poor man, but I'm still gonna buy this cigar. This is worth it. Even though it's doing this, don't care. Again, don't fuck with it. It's coming apart. That pastoral, man. That jungle. Nice oil at the finish. The nub is this. I'm gonna nurse this cigar, guys. I'm gonna stay with you and I'm gonna nurse this thing. Again, I was responsible for this. All the deconstruction was like trying to get at it, and it might be part the humidification of it. In the box, it's gonna be. It's good. We'll see how the box is, and ooh, part of the wrapper flew off. That's okay. And again, I smoked this thing so quickly. It's still burning fabulously. All this is my fault, guys. This is not like a poor cigar. That Fisher that I created, squeezing it, trying to get the fucking band off. That's what destroyed the cigar. That's what did the deconstruction of it. And in the future, what I'll do is maybe I'll take the band off immediately. Like I'll cut the bands off before I even smoke them to make sure that doesn't happen again. So soft. Great, that finish, man, that pastoral finish, man, it's so good. I'm not lying to you guys, man. This fucking cigar is a fucking 10. One of the best cigars I've had all year. Great ash. Look at that. Look at the uniformity. Great fucking quality fucking cigar. Smoke it through, guys. Don't fuck with it. Don't peel at it. Don't lick it. Don't add any more fucking saliva to it. Don't wet it up. Smoke through it. Trust the roller. Trust the quality. Like, even if you made a mistake and it's your fault, trust the cigar. Let the cigar do what it needs to do. If you made it this far, you are about better. I appreciate everybody that comes in. Please like it, comment, like, and subscribe. I'm glad Smoke Break came in. Maybe he does a piece on this cigar now. Maybe makes a short. Yeah, $220 is a lot for me right now. Especially since we're going to be gambling this weekend. Oh, there's a 777. I hate that fucking plane. Hate that plane. Old big bomber, big long Dreamliner. 767, 777. Hate that plane. Big motherfucker. It's funny when you see it on the ground. Again, you just see things differently than in the air. I'd imagine flying it is a lot different too. It's like, oh. I think for a pilot, that like it might be. I'm gonna have to call one of my other boys right now. Give him a call. We smoked through it too, and it still has that Fisher. See, still has that Fisher, still smoking. Don't fuck with it. Don't fucking put any liquids on it. Don't try to fix it. Just let it be, and it's gonna smoke well. Oh my God. The nub is the best part. Yeah, it lathered. The oils are there. I think part of it was I should have had it out of the cello a little bit better, and maybe I need to increase my humidity in the humidor. So I see that now, that it needed a little bit, maybe putting it in the cedar dried it out a little bit and took a little bit of the humidification out of it. Now it has that upper palate oil that I was telling you, like it would make it a 10 earlier, and now it is very much a 10. Still a 10 despite what's happening to the cigar. It's gonna burn through that. It's gonna burn through that Fisher. It's gonna burn through that and burn uniformly and nice. Just don't mess with it. Let it do. It's expanding. The oils now are so rich. Yeah, I have to agree with Don V. In 6 months, in a few months, this cigar is gonna be even better. And then I might open. What I'll do is I'll open like the top layer, and I'll take the cellos off the top layer, put it in my humidor, and some of them will be left for aging for whatever. This is a must buy. Must buy, guys, the Underrarted Cigar. It's your boy, Roberto, giving you the best recommendations on cigars, on beer, MMA picks, MMA sip and smoke. You guys already know. You know the rules. You know the rules. Everybody knows the rules here. We had Smoke Break in here earlier with that Aloha spirit. We embody that. We are all about that Aloha. I appreciate Aloha coming, coming into the chat so much, man. The smoke break 808 Hawaiian smoke break. That's what we were about. We were smoke break. It's your day off. You come out here, come out outdoors. You sip and you smoke. Enjoy what life has given you. You know, I'm not gonna say no corny shit like when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. No, when life gives you lemon, you make lemon rind. You make some beer out of that lemon. You use that shit in some oil. You make some lemon chicken. You make everything out of it. You know, you make the best of what you got. And guys, this is the best, one of the best right here. This underrated. So soft, so subtle at the nub. Amazing. That it's not, it's very meaty, very rich. It's not burning hot. It's not burning hot. You don't have that pungent, that pneumonia. You don't have that strong, like it doesn't like pack at your tongue at all. It's soft. It's green, beautiful, vegetable-like quality, jungle quality, incredible aromatics. It's a must. I have to buy a box. Got to do it. Got to do it, guys. Got to do it. Oh my God. Look at that. Again, do not fuck with it. Do not put. Don't put your fucking saliva on it. Let it do what it needs to do, and it's gonna do it. Let it be. I have a lot of roach experience, so do not try this at home, or actually do try it at home. Do try it at home. Gain the experience of letting. I should have smoked it a little slower, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't do a watch check because I didn't have a watch. For these smoke breaks, what I need to do is actually like start wearing my watch on my right hand so you guys can see the watches. And the thing about watches is buy what you like and what you could afford. And everything that I bought, other than actually all of them I like. And some of them faltered and ended up being like fucked up buys because the chrono function failed or something like that, or like on my Sugas, like $200 something, and the thing, great looking watch, beautiful watch, just the chrono functions failed on it. I had a Timex that I paid like, I want to say $70 for, and the function failed on it. But there is nothing wrong with buying an affordable watch, buying a Seiko, a Citizen, even Quartz, Timex, yeah, even some of them. Love them all. Buy what you could afford. You don't have to have $3,000 fucking watch. If you enjoy it and it matches what you're doing and it looks good and in its context, like I laugh at the dudes that have the fake Rolex at work. It's like, dude, you're wearing a fake Rolex at work. Like, I like that you appreciate watches, but don't buy the fake. Like, I dig that one of my coworkers, he has, and I tell him, we're working, he has a nice Tissot PRX, and it's good that he knows his watches, and he wears it at work, like doing the shit job that I'm doing, and I appreciate that. And I'm surprised he didn't say, yo, you know watches really well. See? The nub. You know, buy what you can afford. Buy what you enjoy. You don't have to have a Rolex to let people know that you know watches. Like that PRX that he has. Like, I know he knows watches. He was smart enough. I don't like the PRX myself because I learned that it has some plastic parts in it that are irreplaceable. So after 10 years, maybe if that watch lasts 10 years, hey, you only paid $400, but 10 years, it won't work anymore at $400. Or, you know, I don't like that at all. Like, it's unrepairable, right? And you might spend more repairing it. Great construction. I don't care about those fissures. You saw those? That's all my fault. That's all my fault. I know this was a good cigar. We already mentioned it's in the 10 Club. If you made it this far, you are About Better. Welcome, About Betters. Thank you, About Betters, for coming on in. Anybody that listens to me, please comment, like, subscribe, share this fucking stream, right? Share this review. Get me out there into the YouTube sphere. Like, I need to boost up my subscribers, which is good. Actually, why it's good is that maybe, like, my dream is that I get some of these for free, and that somebody like Luciano says, hey, I'm gonna fucking send fucking Roberto one of these cigars to do a review on. That's my dream. And that's all I want. I don't want money from you guys. Would I like some free shit? Yeah, I want some fucking free shit. Nub worthy. Look at how I get that nub. Get to that shit. You don't see other cigar smokers do this. I never see a cigar reviewer get to this point. More shit in my defense, and it's not burning hot. It's starting to get a little hot, but it's not hot at this point. It's amazing. Like this, if I wanted to burn you, this isn't the cigar that I'm going to use to scar you. I'm going to use something else. Like, supposedly, like, this is like at 700 to 900 degrees. It doesn't bother me. Glorious. I hate putting this thing out. Doesn't burn hot. Excellent flavors all the way through. Cuban-like characteristics. Great jungle. Excellent golf cigar, outdoor cigar. Like, incredible flavors. Like, I think it deserves to be indoors. It deserves a little bit more of a connoisseurship, where I'm sitting down and taking my time with this, and I'm not discussing it and trying to, you know, I worked it hard, so we smoked it through very, very quickly. Look at that. That's a nub. That's a real nub right there, guys. Look at that. And it had that. Don't fuck with the fissure, see? It's still there. It's still burning good. I can still get a couple good hits out of this. It is time to put it down. It is time to put it down, but look at the construction. Underrated by Luciano. Very, very good cigar. We're giving it a 10. It's your boy Roberto, the About Better. Giving you the best in cigar reviews, beer reviews, as well as MMA picks. Please like and subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking if you've had this cigar. Yeah, my lip is gonna be burnt if I keep on trying to get more out of this, but look at how it burned. Look where we got it to. Let me get another one. excellent construction, great blend. One of the best that we've had here, even though it's fissuring like that, even at the end. One of the best cigars we've reviewed in a long time. Really a must buy, must buy. Had to let it down. Let it down, don't crush it, let it be. Throw it in the ashtray. Amazing. Great day, guys. Beautiful sunny day here in Chicago. It's your boy, Roberto, the About Better, giving you the best in cigar reviews, beer reviews, and other picks, and MMA picks. If you made it this far, you are about better. We're going to end the stream at that. Thank you for guys. For anybody that comes in, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are smoking. Let me know any recommendations.